FactsVerse presents How to Fall Asleep in 60 Seconds and Wake Up Early. Getting a good night's sleep is important, not only for your physical health but for your mental health as well. There's an old Irish proverb, and it says, "A good laugh and a good sleep are the two best cures." Unfortunately, there are going to be nights where you just can't fall asleep. You lie in bed, you toss and turn, you just can't seem to fall asleep. Well, how would you like to fall asleep the second your head hits the pillow? If so, there are a few tips that you should know about, and you can learn how to sleep in only 60 seconds and wake up early feeling refreshed. I'll let you know those tips in just a moment. First, help us spread the word about FactsVerse by clicking that like button, and also be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. Tip number 1. The 7-8 breathing method. The 7-8 breathing method is a breathing pattern that will relax your nervous system, and it helps you to sleep better and faster. Start by sitting cross-legged. Place the tip of your tongue behind your upper front teeth and exhale completely through your mouth while making a whoosh sound. Now close your mouth and inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. Next, hold your breath and count to 7. Finally, exhale, making that whoosh sound again, and count to 8. And then repeat this technique at least 3 times. When you're done, you should fall right to sleep. You won't understand why you're so sleepy either. You might not even have time to realize that you're tired. Your head will hit that pillow and boom, you'll be asleep before you even have a chance to think about it. Tip number 2. Lower the temperature in the bedroom. This is one of the simplest techniques to fall asleep quickly. This method has a scientific reason why it's so effective. When you decrease the temperature in your room, your body temperature will also decrease, and that will make you feel tired. If your room is too warm, it might be hard for you to fall asleep. If you sleep in the room with somebody else and they don't want the temperature turned down, there is another way to use this method. You can try taking a warm shower before bed, and when your body cools down when you get out, it'll send signals to your brain that it's time to go to sleep. This will help you fall asleep faster and easier. This technique is great for a couple of reasons. Not only will you fall asleep faster, but you'll also not have to take a shower when you wake up in the morning. Tip number 3. Daylight and darkness. Your body has an internal clock, and the light can influence your internal clock, and it can control the way you sleep. When you're exposed to unbalanced light, it can disrupt your circadian rhythm, and when that happens, it can make it difficult for you to fall asleep. Studies have shown that you should stop using your cell phone, tablet, and other devices for at least 30 minutes before going to sleep. I know, a lot easier said than done, right? The blue light, though, that's emitted from these forms of technology tell your brain that it's still daytime, and that'll disturb your biological clock. It's best to fall asleep in complete darkness, too. Your body releases a hormone called melatonin, which is essential for sleep. And not only will it help to relax you, it'll tell your brain that it's time for bed. Studies have shown that your body produces more of this hormone when it's dark. If you want to fall asleep easily and within 60 seconds, you should spend as much time during the day in the light, and then at night, make sure your room is dark. If the sun hasn't gone down by the time you go to bed at night, get some room-darkening blinds or curtains. Keeping the sunlight out is the best way to fall asleep quickly. It's a proven method, and it's often used to treat patients with insomnia. Tip number 4. Think happy thoughts. This is another technique that doctors suggest to their patients with insomnia. Patients are told to visualize things that make them happy. They're told to use imaginary distractions, and they'll be able to fall asleep faster. Instead of lying in your bed worrying and thinking about the things that you find stressful in life or what's on the list for the next day or what happened during the day that kind of irritated you, think of things, events, and places that always make you happy. If you can concentrate and visualize an environment that makes you happy, it'll help to distract yourself from the thoughts that could potentially keep you awake. When you lie down to fall asleep, your happy thoughts will help you relax and feel peaceful. It'll help you fall asleep faster. Tip number 5. Honey. No, I'm not talking about the nickname that your spouse or girlfriend or boyfriend gives you. Hi, honey. Not that kind. Honey, like the stuff that the bees make, it's been around for thousands of years. Now, when most people think of honey, they think of tea. What you might not know, though, is that there are more advantages to honey than just making something taste better and sweeter. It can also help you fall asleep faster, and you'll fall into a deeper sleep. For years, patients with insomnia have been given honey before going to sleep. This helped them fall asleep faster. The only catch to this method is that the honey needs to be pure. Honey with added sugar and preservatives, that's not going to help you sleep. It has to be the real thing. Honey has another benefit, too. When you have honey before bed, it'll help rebuild your tissue and muscles when you sleep. If you struggle to fall asleep at night, you don't have to take pills. It's not uncommon for pills actually to make you feel groggy and sleepy when you wake up the next morning. If you use each of these tips, though, that we just told you about before you go to sleep, you should be able to fall asleep quickly and stay asleep through the night. When you wake up, you'll feel refreshed and not at all groggy. Falling asleep naturally is always better than relying on medication to sleep. So, sweet dreams! Hey, by the way, what tips have you found to help you fall asleep faster and more deeply? Tell us in the comments below, and subscribe for more.